ship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
To the inside. Waiters.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Durant's checked in for Ibaka. Sinkler comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dion Waiters. The Spurs also changing it up. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Parker.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Leonard, the pass to Mills. It's blocked. Martin again. It's Westbrook. Durant up top. Back to Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Westbrook's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And so that's the end of the first half. Thunder lead by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And, guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point guard. It's stolen by Duncan. Stolen by Westbrook. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Up top, Ibaka. It's Durant with the drive. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got 10.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
San Antonio calls timeout. Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Russell Westbrook. Spurs trail by 14.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
Here is Durant, following the score by Tony Parker. And slams it in.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backcourt.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Leonard. And that one's good. Parker.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and it ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor, he checked in for Adams. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Waiters. Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
West is checked in for San Antonio.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Durant in the corner. San Antonio with the rebound. And they're pushing it up. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Anderson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Martin in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Martin penetrating. Good. Martin's got his second basket of the game.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
And here's Mills for three. The shot's good on the assist by West.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
It's Durant with the drive, and there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. They grab their own miss. Here's Foy. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Thunder have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And Foy hits both of them. Now Martin. 1 second left. Misses there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder out in front, up by 15. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Thunder leading by 15. They've got Dion Waiters, Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Kyle Singleton, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Westbrook against Green. And Westbrook, here we go. Inside. Adams.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. It's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Green leading the charge. Leonard, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Ibaka with the screen on Aldridge. Dishes it to Waiters. Outside for Durant. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Fires the 3. Waiters no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Parker. Unloads from 13. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. It's Westbrook with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul. That's tipped. Durant with the steal.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic? And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Second free throw, no good.
And the Spurs being the defending champions out west heading into last year, but they would end up 6th in the conference with a record of 55-27. Had a record of 32-20 against the rest of the West.
Here's Leonard. Puts it up off the inbound. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Here's Leonard. And Green now, top of the key. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Mills.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
The drive by Cantor. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. We knew the West was good.